What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Power Book 4, Season 2, Episode 7. So if you haven't seen the 7th episode of Season 2 of Power Book 4, Force, that's Tommy's power for the black people, you know. I'm going to turn this review off right now. Go watch the episode and come back and watch this review. Please like this review and subscribe to my channel. It is a simple and free way to support my channel, and it literally takes less than 4 seconds. So if you spend the time watching this review, you can definitely hit the like button, and you can hit the subscribe button to know that I don't only review Power, I review other shows as well. And comment below what you thought of the episode, what you thought of my review, what you would grade the episodes. I do grades here. And, yeah, if I forgot to talk about anything that specifically, if I was off on anything specifically, let me know. And I'm also not a public speaker, as you can see, so I will tend to fumble my words. I might pause to regain my thoughts. Definitely going to be looking at my notes over here that I take throughout the show. You're going to hear and so 1,000 times. It is what it is. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and expressions. No one's paying me to be toward or against or biased or anything like that. Oh my God, excuse me. Something is in my eye. It's like both eyes or something. I don't know. Did I forget to say anything? Oh yeah, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I might drink from my water. I keep forgetting to fill up my big water bottle. I might drink from a bottle of water. If it ever unthaws, god damn it. Yeah, I like to grade the reviews. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this episode a... This nigga Vic getting active. I'm going to give it a B-. This episode wasn't too bad. Because Jannar got that info and then Vic did what he did. But we're going to get into it. Last chance. If you haven't seen episode 7 of season 2 of Power Book 4, Force, turn this video off right now because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. All right, let's get it. So the beginning of the episode starts. It's a sex scene. Maria and Tommy. I don't know why they think we want this, but they, Maria and Tommy, they getting it in. Miguel comes banging at the door. So I guess that's why they wanted us to get this. Miguel is his brother. It's her brother. So he comes banging at the door. Also, Tommy's connect. So he comes banging at the door, and Maria goes to hide. She's like, it's my brother. Goes to hide. So Miguel comes in. Tommy lets Miguel in. He's like, what you doing here? He tells him, y'all hitting back at the Serbs, and the Serbs hitting the projects. That was a problem for me, too, not just y'all. So this one, Tommy, his big idea, he tells Miguel, why don't you tell Che to cut off the Serbs completely? And I was like, first of all, when did you hear of the name El Che? I don't know. Like, was Tommy supposed to know this name? But either way. So Miguel tells Tommy, I'll talk to El Che about cutting the Serbs off. But until then, like, you and your man, you stand down until I say otherwise. So Tommy's like, okay. But the whole time Miguel in his apartment, he looking suspicious. Like, he looking around like something weird. Tommy even finds Maria's nurse badge sitting on the damn dresser, picks it up quick enough to put it in his pocket without Miguel seeing him. But Miguel just looks suspicious the whole time. I keep doing this with my mouth. I was just eating some pistachios, so you know how. My bad, but. So Miguel leaves and Maria comes out, super upset and annoyed because, she like, what if he finds out about us? Like, Tommy, he's trying to calm her down. We good. Don't worry about it. So Diamond's P.O. pops up at his house this time. Random drug test. He was like, I'm impressed how you have maintained to keep a clean urine. I guess you could tell Diamond don't really smoke or nothing, so kind of wasn't hard, I guess. So he was like, I'm impressed you've been able to keep a clean urine. And he tells him that I put down your name to speak at the fundraiser to the people that's been unhoused and stuff due to due to the Serbs burning the places down. So Diamond was like, what the fuck you do that for? He didn't say that, but he was like, I can't. I got clients. So the PR was like, this would be a perfect time for you to denounce your affiliation with CBI. So this one Diamond was like, you must be out your rabbit ass mind. He didn't say that neither, but he was just like, nah. Like, what? Try to get me killed. I think he did say that. So then the PO was like, well, I might recommend early parole release at your next parole review. Basically saying, like, it's all up to if Diamond goes to speak. That's when he'll recommend the early parole release. I'm sorry, I got these pistachios in my mouth. So Stacey and DeFranco, they in the office. They frustrated because they know that the Crimson Project's hit is connected to Tommy, but it's not like it's like they can't really prove it. It's circumstantial. So Stacey's like, man, we need to push Vic harder. And then the assistant attorney general comes in, the woman that Stacey went to in the beginning of the season. She comes in frustrated as well about what happened at the Crimson Projects, and DeFranco, he gets the fuck out of there. So Stacey telling the assistant, what's her name? Assistant Attorney General. I can't remember what her name was. But Stacey's telling her, like, look, I got a CI embedded into the organization. He's at the top. He's close. He can get us to the cartel. So she basically telling Stacey, like, you better hope the CI come through, like, for the sake of your job. Like, so Stacey on thin ice. She already irritated because she feel like Vic ain't giving them enough. So now she came in there, Assistant Attorney General, and came in there and threatened her job. She's like, I need something to take to the Attorney General. So then we get this scene. One of Shanti's guys comes to her. His name is Raheem. Comes because we see him a couple of times in this episode. So I figured, let me write his name down. He comes to her, tell her, like, basically people been talking about Jannar Pipe ain't got you thinking straight and this, that, and the third. So Shanti get to hemming him up. Like, next time you let a nigga talk about me behind my back, that's gonna be your last mistake. Da, da, da. I was like, okay, I guess they just trying to show us that Shanti is not one to play with. I mean, I guess. They could have did that more subtler. We ain't need that scene. So Tommy and Diamond, they hold a CBI meeting about the shooting in the projects, the Crimson Projects, the burn down, all that. So they telling everybody, y'all gonna have to shift where y'all sell at, shift your areas, because the Serbs and put a dent in our cash flow. So Jannar and his niggas, they like, so when we gonna hit the Serbs back? So Tommy like, we not. So the niggas, they ain't feeling. They're like, what the fuck you mean we not hitting them back or whatever? So one dude, he get to calling Tommy out, like, you don't know how to stand on business. You don't know how to handle business. So another dude chimes in, telling the other dude to shut the fuck up, talking about you shut up, because he tried to tell Tommy he don't know how to handle business. Because, you know, some niggas liking this system that Tommy got them came in and got them going. But most niggas don't like the fact that this white nigga that came in and low-key took over. So they start going back and forth. They about to get into it. Tommy tells them, like, calm down. Y'all need to stand down. He tells them stand down. He says if anybody step out of line or retaliate after we say not to, y'all gonna take us all down. And Diamond was like, and to all the leaders in here, like the people that's head honchos and they turf or whatever, if y'all can't control y'all soldiers, basically, y'all gonna get cut off. And they getting cut off, basically. Is that what he said? Yeah, he said if you can't control your men, you get cut off, yeah. It was like, we move as one. So they list off all the names of the territories they got, you know, the jail and the playground or whatever the fuck the shit called, all that stuff they got. So they like, now it's time to get Humble Park. So they saying they got to deal with some gang, I guess they gang, DSDs. They got to deal with them. It's like, if we get them, everybody else going to fall in line. So Janar's still on, like, what's up with the Serbs? Like, what, we not getting the Serbs back? He's like, what about the Serbs? So Tommy was like, the Serbs going to get handled from the top. Basically saying, like, El Che. And he says this shit before Miguel even comes back to him and tell him that El Che approved the shit, that it even happened. So I'm like, you saying that? What if El Che would have said no? Or what if Miguel never even went to El Che and said anything? And you telling your man is going to get handled at the top. So now they got to sit and wait what's going to happen. Oh, yeah, Vic was at this meeting, too. And when Tommy said the Serbs going to get handled from the top, Vic was looking like, there's something to take back with my red ass. There's some cheese to take back. So after the meeting, Janard and Vic, they get to talking, and Janard asking them, like, what you joined us because because your sister betrayed you and your dad dead. And Vic was like, oh, Claudia's, she wishes she was the reason I was working with CBI. So Janard was like, yeah, Claudia is crazy. He calls her a bitch. Like, the bitch is crazy. So Vic was like, well, you answered when she called, when she came. For her to be so crazy, as Vic says to Janard. So Janard, he gets to telling Vic about declining Claudia's offer to go 50-50 with him or whatever. Janard says Claudia's trying to replace Walter, which we already know. Vic was like, not me. I ain't trying to replace shit. Then he tells Janard, like, you need to give up your grudge against Tommy. And we're doing bigger things for all of us. He's doing bigger things for all of us. Janard was like, get the fuck out of my face. So that's when Diamond tells Tommy he got a line on, I could have swore he said Diaz. I can't remember what he said. And I was assuming it was the leader of the DSDs. But I think his name was Chavo. I don't know. But he says that. He says, Diamond was like, yeah, he'll answer when I call. He fucks with me, apparently. And Tommy tells Diamond about Miguel's visit to his house. Of course, he leaves out the part about Maria, because Diamond don't know. And then Tommy tells Miguel about, he tells Diamond about telling Miguel to get El Che to cut the Serbs off. Tommy was like, the Serbs are expecting us to retaliate, but not through Miguel. Nigga, Tommy smart, though. So then we get this unexpected connection. I mean, not connection, but we get this unexpected business partnership between Shanti and Claudia. So Shanti, mind you, Shanti was in the room with Janard when Claudia first approached Janard about working together. And Janard turned her down. So she goes to Claudia. And she's like, I'm here to just basically accept Janard's deal, but I want the deal for myself. She's like, I got the pills, you got the bodies to move them. She was like, I know the owner of the club that you're trying to move them through. She was like, one phone call, I could have my women in there moving it all. So Claudia gets it. It's convenient if you show up here knowing that Tommy wants me dead and you work with CBI. So Shanti was like, I do what I want. So Claudia was like 70. First, she didn't try to say 50-50, but she was like, you know what? We're women. 50-50. She was like, this stays between us. No CBI involvement. Oh, trust me. Shanti don't want nobody in CBI knowing about it. Even though she goes right to Janard and tells him, but... So then we get back to Stacy, DeFranco, the other coworker. I think his name is Sang. I think I heard him say Sang. They in there, and Stacy saying Vic need to be put on the wire, and saying it's not best to crowd Victor right now. And Stacy saying that Vic done got his loyalties crossed up, and he not getting the message, and she not about to lose her job over him, you know. So she feeling away. So, you know, DeFranco, he more of the one that know about the hood activities and stuff. He be knowing about stuff. So, you know, he's like, you know, Tommy been in this game for a long time. We push Vic too hard, Tommy will catch on to him, and it's going to be over. He was like, we got Vic right where we need him to be. Stacey was like, I refuse to let Vic think he's in control. I want to see him right now. I want to see Vic right now. I was like, she funny as hell playing this character on this show. So then we get to sit down between Miguel and El Che. So El Che, he get that, why am I, and I ain't gonna hold you, I be feeling for Miguel in some situations. When it comes to this nigga El Che, I be feeling for Miguel. This nigga El Che, he says to Miguel, he's like, why am I hearing that you hit back at the Serbs, this, that, and the third? So Miguel was like, my men had nothing to do with that. He was like, even after they robbed me and killed my men, I did nothing. Even after they shot at me, I did nothing. He was just saying, listen to all the stuff they did. He was like, I did nothing. He was like, if it wasn't for, he tells El Che, if it wasn't for you, they'd all be dead. So this one, El Che, well, what are you going to do, Miguel? Because I know you didn't come with me just, I mean, I know you ain't going to continue to do nothing. So Miguel was like, I want you to cut off the Serbs completely. He was like, I've been tripling what they've been bringing in, and when they gone, I'll replace them and some, and then some. That's what he tells El Che. Didn't mention it was Tommy's idea. Didn't mention that the reason his shit tripling is because of Tommy and Diamond. But yeah, I replace him and then some. So then El Che and Milkovich, they meet up. El Che basically tells Milkovich flat out, end the war with Miguel. Milkovich, you know, he like, I'm not doing that. So El Che is like, okay, I'm cutting you off then. Cutting you off till you come come begging back. Because he told this nigga Milkovich to beg. Milkovich was like, fuck no. He was like, we cutting you off. So, as Tommy texts Mariah a picture of the sunset saying, look what you missing. That's when Miguel texted him and was like, Milkovich has been cut off. Tommy texts back, Christmas in July. He's so annoying with that Christmas. So then we get the scene, Janara comes in, and I guess Shanti and Janara be sleeping in the gym too. I don't know if that was the bedroom. What was that? I don't know. Comes in having his withdrawals and talking about going to hit the block. Shanti's like urging him to just try to make sure you stay clean. Try to stay clean out here. Talks about Tommy's plan. Like, we got to make sure we get this nigga nice and fat before we take him out. I mean, before we take it all. So then we got the same agent. I guess he agent of the task force, Vargas. The same one that was telling Tommy and Vic in them last episode. He's telling them again. He taking pictures from afar of Tommy and Vic. Tommy tosses Vic a new burner phone. He was like, we got to stay one step ahead of the feds. Then he points out that they being watched right now by by Vargas. So this is when Tommy and Shanti finally meet. Tommy goes to Shanti to collect. Shanti tries to like fake go on him, say some shit. He was like, look, you made the deal with me. He was like, don't tell me you and Jannar backing out. Like, what's up? She was like, all right, come on. I was like, why you perping on him? Just give him the goddamn money. You ain't gotta like him, give him the goddamn money. The quicker you give it to him, the quicker he can be out your face. So while Tommy's inside, Vic's outside waiting for him. And this is when he gets a call from Vargas telling him to meet up later. And Vic like, no, it's too risky. Like, he made you. He saw you over there. So Vargas was like, if you don't show, you going to jail. So, of course, Vic like, okay, I gotta go. Does this sound bleeding? It may be bleeding, but it's hitting. It ain't making my lip bleed, so I just gotta keep my lip dry so I won't wet it anymore. Because it's striking. Anyway, so, yeah, so Vic has to go or he going to jail. So back inside, Tommy telling Shanti, like, look, don't take Jannar being demoted back down to corner boy personal. Like, he was like, I reward loyalty. Basically saying, like, Jannar can work his way back up. So this is when Tommy comes back out and him and Vic, I don't even know. Vic was like, I think Tommy says we a lot alike, or Vic says we a lot alike. Yeah, Vic was like, we a lot alike, and Tommy was like, hell no, we not. He was like, don't think you hit a double when you was born on second base. I was like, yeah. Basically saying, like, you was born with money and access. So don't try to act like you got it from the bottom like Tommy did. Then he tells, I guess that irritates him. He told Vic, I'll do the rest of the drops alone. So red ass out here. So the Shanti's little soldier. So Shanti's little soldier, Raheem, he walking with Jannar, and he talking about Jannar, this should be your shit. Like, let this white nigga come in and take over. Like, some niggas ain't feeling Tommy. So Jannar, he sees dude that he sold the necklace to for the drugs. So he get to asking Raheem, like, you got a Joan on you? Gun? Raheem like, yeah. It's Jannar like, go get it. If it was on him, why does he have to go get it? I was like, what? So then the dude who Jannar sold the necklace to, he see Jannar. He like, what's up? You trying to cop him? You need some more again? Da-da-da. Jannar like, get the fuck out my face, nigga. So Diamond calls Tommy, tells him Chabo trying to hear us out. Chabo, the leader of DSZ. He was like, he's super sketchy, so you can't play with him. I'm back itch. Tommy, you know Tommy ain't afraid of shit. So Diamond, he stops by Leon's house because you know he told the father, get the fuck on. So he stops by Leon's house, fake drops off a comic book. Leon's mom comes in with groceries. He helping her with them. So Leon get to showing her the comic book. Like, look at Mr. Whatever his last name is. Got me. What Diamond's last name is. So Diamond was like, everything good? Y'all good in here? So Leon was like, nothing we can't handle. So Leon's mom was like, well, what's the reason of your visit, Diamond? So this is when Diamond started telling them about the fundraiser and how he's supposed to be giving a speech and he wanted to invite them. I was like, nigga, you know damn well you was not going to get no speech. You got caught off guard. You ain't think she was going to ask what brings you back? Like, what? Just trying to impress the pussy. I'm just like, what? I was also like, is he going to denounce CBI though? Is he going to denounce CBI? I was like, So Leon's mom was like, well, he just gestures at Leon, was like, he's a speech king, so you got any tips for Diamond, Leon? So Leon was like, well, just tell the truth. Like, the audience will be able to tell if you're not telling the truth, if you're not speaking from what you believe in. So Diamond was like, love, and they dap up. So now we at the club. Claudia sees how Shanti's girls moving the product real quick, and she's like, I'm impressed. And you clean up nice. She said that to Shanti, it's a little flirting there. It seemed like. But Claudia also got her little booty at Elise. So she telling her, this is the most fun I've had in a while. So Elise suggested they get a private dance. And then all of a sudden these two dudes come in and rob Claudia and Elise at knife point. And take their jewelry up off of them and stuff. I thought that was weird because I was like, it was weird because I was like, don't one of them like fuck, don't one of them know the owner or some shit? I was lost. I was like, why was it so easy for them to come and get robbed like that? I felt like it was a setup too. It was weird. The whole situation was weird. So Vic, he meets up with Stacy. Stacy like, you done missed a couple of our meetings, and you don't want to pick up the phone anymore, and you ain't trying to update Vargas. I feel like you ain't on our side no more, Vic. So Vic's like, I've been doing everything you've asked. Like, me being super hovering over Tommy would definitely get me killed. So Stacy's like, you're not running the show, and you would do everything I tell you to do. And Stacy mentions Tommy's phone. Like, did you get Tommy's phone? And Vic's like, he's too smart for that. He switches his phones out all the time. So Stacy's like, I want to know Tommy's plan. I know it's a bigger plan at play. I want to know Tommy's plan. So then she asks him, like, is Tommy like running the show in CBI? So Vic was like, kind of. He got everybody working together so he could be the only plug in the city. So Stacy get to, well, who's next on his list to get? So Vic tells him the DSDs. He tells him about the meeting that's going to be happening the next day. So Stacy tells Vic, tells Vargas, prepare a wire for Vic. Vic like, hell nah. Stacy was like, don't worry. Like, the text nowadays, like, you won't even realize it's there. And even if something happened, Vargas would be close back. So Tommy at home preparing a nice little dinner date for Maria. She texts, she on the way. So first I was like, why did we need that scene? But then we need that scene because this nigga Jannard is in his car tweaking, sitting outside of Tommy's place, holding a gun, talking about Tommy about to get what he deserved. Then he sees Maria pull up and drops his gun and pulls his phone out and start taking other pictures like, oh shit, this nigga fucking Miguel's sister. He was like, I got your ass. I was like, oh man. I was like, damn. And you know what's even crazier? The fans had this info before Jannard. Because they got them pictures of them when Tommy was teaching her how to drive. So, it's crazy though. But I was like, oh shit, Jannard got this info. So Maria, she gets to Tommy's place and he asking her what's bothering her and if it's about work, and She's just like, no, I'm still kind of caught up on Miguel being here earlier. It really gave me a reality check. It's like, maybe we should just quit while we're ahead. So Tommy gets, I'm not going to let nothing happen to you. And Maria's like, I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about you. Like, then she starts telling him about some other guy that she used to date that worked for Miguel as well. And when Miguel found out, he killed him. So she was like, I can't handle losing somebody else. And, you know, Tommy keep assuring her, like, I'm going to be good. Like, I'm a big boy. You won't lose me. Maria's just like, well, it's best we go our separate ways. Tommy was like, but I bought all this food. I can't remember if she stayed on that. That's going to be crazy if they really broke up in that moment, but Jannard just took this picture and he go to Miguel and be like, ah. So then we back at the club, and one of the dudes that robbed Claudia and Elise has the goddamn balls to just be in the damn club getting the lap dance from one of Shanti's girls. So the girl was like, you want something? And he was like, yeah. So the girl that was dancing on him, she's like, you want something? And he was like, yeah. So she gets up, walks away. Shanti comes in with Claudia and Elise, and tells dude to give him their shit back and to apologize. So the guy, he telling Shanti, get the fuck, like, this our shit now, this, that, and third. He was like, a matter of fact, run your shit, bitch. Talking to Shanti. So Shanti deck his ass in the mouth. He falls. She start beating the shit out of him. Then she pulls the gun on him. Tells him to give him the shit back. I was like, why was these niggas like, how was they even able to rob them and then do what they did? I was just so low. Then go get a lap dance right after. It was weird. So Tommy and Diamond Ass go to Miguel again. Tommy, they want to negotiate again. More product. This time again. But this time lower prices, they saying. So Miguel like, lower prices? Like, after I just got the syrups cut off for you? So Tommy was like, for us. Like, for all of us. What you mean? Because you see, you ain't tell out there it was Tommy's idea. It benefits you too, Miguel. So Miguel like, get the fuck out of here. So Diamond was like, well, if you give us the extra weight, it can keep my guys busy on the corners rather than plotting their revenge against the Serbs. I was like, really, Diamond? Like, really? Yeah, because right in that moment, I think Miguel was like, you should be able to keep your men in line. Because I was like, what the hell? That would be the first thing a boss would say. Like, you should be able to keep your men in line. What the hell some product got to do to make them busy? Like, what? But I was like, really, Diamond? But Miguel gets the price stays the same. So Tommy we got half the city and we're gonna be making you so much more money. Why we do all the work? He telling Miguel this. So Miguel if I stick my neck out for you with this deal and you fail, I'll kill you. So Tommy we ain't gonna fail you. We ain't gonna fail you that fast. So then we get this saying, you know how Tommy and Diamond are. Tommy feeling super, we got Miguel right where we want him. Diamond feeling like, oh, what if he finds out about the meetings with our meeting with the DSDs, and he gonna feel like we coming for him next. And Tommy once we get DSD on lock, Miguel won't be able to do nothing because we gonna have everybody. Excuse me. So Diamond gets a text from his PO, looking forward to your speech. So this is when Diamond tells Tommy, I ain't gonna be able to make it to the DSD meeting. I got some shit going on with my PO. Tommy was like, you backing out on me? And this is when Diamond tells him about the speech, how he's actually conflicted about it. Tommy was like, look, you got some shit going on. You handle your business. Tommy don't know what to say about that. He was like, you handle your business. So Claudia and Shanti, they sitting down. Claudia's telling Shanti that she glad that dude did what he did because she got to see her in action. She got to see Shanti in action. I feel like it's very flirty. She's like, we could take over the city together. We should make this a long-term thing. Shanti was like, well, let's just squeeze this hustle for every ounce that it gives us, and then we'll talk. So Claudia was like, okay. Claudia's trying to hit that. She want that brown sugar, babe. I get high off of love. She ain't her father. She her brother. She like that brown sugar, babe. So the fundraiser starts, and Diamond gets up to give his speech. Leon and his mom, they in the crowd to support. His PO's there as well. So Diamond, first he pulls out this piece of paper, like he about to start reading from it, but then he puts it back in his pocket, decides to freestyle. He was like, look, I made a lot of bad decisions in my life, and I know that I'm out now, and I got a second chance, and I won't throw it away. He was like, I want a future, and I don't want to be just defined by my past. He was like, tells the people, like, you can change, and don't let your circumstances limit your life. And everybody clapping. He did not denounce CBI. He did not denounce CBI. So Leon and his mother, they come over, they're giving him his props and his speech and all that. Diamond giving them thanks or whatever. Leon low-key notices the chemistry between Diamond and his mom, so he decides to step off, go get some shaved ice. So Diamond's mom, like, Diamond tells Leon's mom, you look very beautiful. I wanted to ask you out to dinner. So she was like, oh yeah, we could go out to dinner. She makes sure she lets him know, I ain't like this. Like, me and my baby father, we've been separated for a while. So Vic meets up with Vargas. Vargas gives him the little hidden pendant. It's like a little gold pendant. Shows him how it works. It's the wire in it. Vic Vargas was like, my boss would kill me for telling you this, but if you need to ditch the wire, then just ditch it. He was like, we can't do nothing if you're dead. He's like, we can't get nothing if you're dead. And then Vargas gives Vic a tracker to put under Tommy's car. I forgot all about that. Did he ever put it under the car? Damn. So we get this scene with Miguel and his grandma. She telling him, like, I'm worried about you, son. I'm worried about you, son. I'm worried about you, mija. I don't know if that's the right word. It just sound right. But he tells, like, I'm worried about you. And then she starts telling him a story about his grandfather that he already heard 1,000 times. He says, a dangerous man. He started to trust too easily and got caught slipping. Miguel was like, I'm always prepared for war. Grandma was like, yeah, I tell you the story all the time. Because Miguel was like, I hear the story so many times. And her grandma was like, I tell you the story, but you don't listen. She was like, I was forced to escape. Not even by my balls. That she don't got. She was like, by my will. She was like, they dragged me up out. I dragged myself up out of there or some shit she said. So Miguel gets to telling her, like, we're stronger than ever right now. Like, Che cut off the Serbs. And the grandma was like, well, whose idea was that? Yeah, she was like, whose idea was that? She was like, just like the She's like, just like they came for your grandfather, Tommy will come for you soon. She's speaking facts. She's speaking facts. Don't get grandma wrong. She's speaking facts. She on point with everything she's saying. Miguel just ain't trying to hear it right now. He like, man, we making more money than ever right now. He was like, Tommy can't take my spot. He ain't even met El Che before. So grandma was like, well, Tommy got plans we don't know about. And Daddy does. He's like, he got plans we don't know about. He's like, you need to be two steps ahead of Tommy, or you're gonna end up blind or dead. So Miguel was like, yeah, he was like, I'm always 2 steps ahead. And I told Che I would take over the service distribution, and tomorrow I'm going to talk with the DSD. So I was like, oh shit. I was like, he going tomorrow too? So I was like, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. I was like, what if Miguel and Tommy and them end up there at the same time? And he's like, what are you doing here? So grandma was like, the DSDs they never gonna work with us. So Miguel was like, well, they don't have a choice now, because like they don't have no plug no more. They was getting their shit from the Serbs. And now the Serbs cut off. So Che like, so Miguel was like, well, Che don't know Tommy's big moves actually putting me in position. He was like, he was like, the cartel about to be the only plug in the city. And I'm just like, oh shit. He is going to be coming for Miguel next. Because Miguel thinking he about to be the only plug in the city. Tommy trying to be the only plug in the city. So Tommy, because Diamond couldn't go with Tommy to meet the DSD. So he takes Vic with him. So they pull up. These niggas roll up on him with guns. Tommy's like, look, Diamond set up the meeting with your boss. So they take Tommy's and Vic's weapons. They walk him in and they walk in, Chavo comes out. Vic immediately turns the wire on because Tommy immediately gets the business. He like, we trying to offer a gang coalition, moving hella product. Chavo was like, that's absurd. He laughs it off. Vic and Tommy was like, it's already happening. Like, they started explaining how they got all these territories and all that. Like, basically, we already taken over. Yeah, it seems like they're the last. DSD seemed like the last one to get. And then it's to Miguel, I guess. So Chavo was like, oh yeah, y'all might all be working together now. That ain't gonna last. Somebody gonna pop out the mouth slick. Somebody gonna fuck somebody else's girl. And then it's gonna be up. So Tommy was like, but that's the upside though. If nobody drop the beefs, the cops to keep kicking down doors and seizing the products. I was like, what? So Chavo's man, his gunman, was like, that sounds like entrapment. Chavo was like, well, I'm going to need more time. And I was like, oh, you need more time? Miguel about to be popping up on you in a little bit. So I was like, who are you going to pick? The enemy you know? Or the new guy, Tommy? So Chavo get I can't ditch my connect. So Tommy was like, oh, you ain't heard. He was like, oh, the Serbs, they got cut off. He's like, you ain't got no choice but to fuck with us. So Chavo's man was like, yeah, so Chavo's little gunman, he gets the piping up. You can't make shit if you dead. Start pointing the gun at Tommy. Tommy don't even flinch. You know how he is. He like, you don't got no corners if I'm dead. You don't got no corners if I'm dead. Try me. Play with it if you want. So Chavo tell this man, chill out, chill out, chill out. He was like, I like your style, Tommy. He was like, I like your style, Tommy. Chavo seemed like a cool dude. He's like, I like your style, Tommy. He was like, well, fuck the Serbs. I ain't never liked them anyway. He was like, I can just tolerate them more than Miguel, because Miguel is Mexican, and he think he better than me because I'm Puerto Rican. He was like, if you could beat Miguel's price, then we can make some money together. And him and Chavo, they shake hands. Looks like a done deal. Miguel was a little too late. I wonder what's going to happen with that. So Diamond gets the text from Tommy. DSD's accepted the deal. Leon's mom arrives at his house. I wasn't really feeling going out to dinner. He drops her pea coat. She only wearing lingerie underneath. Then they start, that was a good sex scene. Maybe because it was black. I don't know. Maria and Tommy sex scene, I don't know. It was cringy. It was cringy. Diamond be really looking like he fucking these hoes. So then we get this scene, Elise basically trying to pitch moving the pills in more clubs to Claudia. Like, Claudia not really feeling it. She like fucking with this one club, and I think Elise telling her, like, look, my mom is the silent partner at one of these other clubs, and it'd be super easy to move pills in there. So Claudia just like, she looking at her like, oh, so you just into the drug game now. So Elise was like, well, I'm interested also, but I want to make my own money too. So Claudia was like, well, if we do this, we're gonna need Shanti, because then Elise cuts her off. No, we don't need her. She's like, only thing you need is me, and start kissing her. I was like, okay, she's jealous. She see that Claudia want that brown sugar, babe. Get high off your love. So Shanti gets, I want to say home. Is they living in the gym? I don't know. Shanti gets home. She sees his necklace hanging up. The one that he claimed he ain't steal. Cheap ass necklace, he said. So he was like, I got some shit to tell you. So, he geeked up to tell her that he saw Maria at Tommy's place. So Shanti shows Jannar a big bag of money. He like, where you get that from? So she like, don't get mad. So he tells her, she tells him, I took the deal that you turned down with Claudia. So he was like, why would you do that when I just got back in CBI? He was like, if Diamond and Tommy find out, they're going to cut us off. So Shanti was like, well, they ain't going to find out. This is just something for us to keep to ourselves. It's double what we making working for Tommy and Diamond. She was like, plus Claudia know it's too good to fuck up, so she got us. So Shanti was like, I got us. So this one, Jannar was like, all right, fuck all that. He was like, shows the picture, video. He had more pictures. He must have stayed out there, took pictures. Why the hell was Tommy and Maria kissing outside his apartment? Why would they do that? So Jannar showing her the pictures of Maria and Tommy. He's like, this nigga fucking Miguel's sister. So they laugh and they like, oh, he done fucked up. Tommy done fucked up. You know you fucked up, right? So Jannar like, I'm about to expose this dumbass nigga. So that's when Shanti was like, I said Shannar. I guess that would be their mixed name. But that's when Shanti was like, oh no, don't interrupt the enemy when he's about to make a mistake. Like, let him fuck up on himself. Let him fuck himself up. And sit back and watch the show. I was like, I mean, that's cool and all, but he's sitting on this. What do you mean? Like, oh, what she said is cool and all, but this nigga got some ammo. This shit is better than, like, what? I don't know. I don't know about that. Her telling him to sit on that, I was like, what? I was geeking for, I ain't even gonna, Tommy's my man, and of course we supposed to be rooting for him, but I was geeking for Jannar to go to Miguel with that. Because I was like, it's about to get turned up. And now she's telling him to sit on it. I'm like, what is going on? But I guess it's going to all fall for Tommy. Is this going to be a 10 episode season? Because we only got 3 more episodes. So then we get this last scene. Tommy drops Vic back off to his car. He's telling him, like, good work. Vic telling Tommy, like, good work handling them DSDs. And Tommy's like, yeah, I ain't know working with you was going to be a good thing, but it seems to be working out pretty good. He tells him good work as well. So Vic was like, we make a good team. And So Tommy pulls off, but not too far away, because he must have noticed Vargas' ass again. So Vic, he goes to meet up with Vargas, and then Tommy walks up on Vargas and Vic, holding his gun up, like, what the fuck is going on here? So he asking Vic, like, you know this motherfucker? Like, asking if he know Vargas. And Vic's like, nah, this nigga just walked up on me. Like, do you know him? Asking Tommy, do he know him? So Tommy was like, fuck no, I don't know him. He was like, you a snitch? He asking Vic, you a snitch? Vic was like, no. So Tommy was like, well, why you with him then? So Vic was like, he just rolled up on me. So Tommy's like, well, it's only one way to prove that you ain't no snitch. Tells Vic, put a bullet in him. Vic, without hesitation. And while Vic is about to shoot him in the head, Vargas is like, Vic, you don't have to do this. Boom. Vic shoots his ass right in the head. Shoots Vargas right in the head. And Tommy shakes his head like, oh, okay. But I still feel like, why did Vargas say his name? Why did Vargas know his name? I mean, he probably just knew his name because, you know, Vic is Victor Flynn. So, known, you know. But he called him Vic. Did you catch that? He called him Vic. He said, Vic, you don't have to do this. Why wouldn't he say Victor? Unless they already been talking. I'm wondering if Tommy gonna catch on to that. He kept telling them, though. He kept telling them, y'all gonna get me caught up. He ain't had no choice. It was either him or Vargas in that moment. He ain't had no choice. And that's how the episode ended. Like I said, I would give it a B-. It was good. Because Vic did, I mean, he had no choice. And I was so geeked up when Jannar got them videos and stuff, but didn't end up acting on it. So I should make that shit go back down to C. But it was still good though, because I was like, oh shit. Yeah, B-. Predictions for episodes to come. Like I said, I wonder if Tommy peeped that the Fed called him Vic and not Victor. And I'm wondering how long Jannar gonna sit on this picture. Like, what? I'm so irritated about that. I think Shanti and Claudia will end up fucking, I think. And Diamond nut ass dealing with this damn woman and this good boy and with her good son, and he out here doing this drug. She's like, what? What are you doing? I wonder what's about to happen to Victor now. I wonder what's about to happen to Vic. Is they gonna lock him up or they gonna let him continue on? What's gonna happen? I don't know. We shall see. Those are my little predictions for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this review. And like I said before, comment below what you thought of the episode, what you thought about what I talked about, if I forgot anything, what you would also grade the episode. And like this review and subscribe to my channel because I don't only review Tommy Power. I just finished reviewing Baddies East on Zeus Network. And I review other shows as well. So yeah, I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.